Okay guys, so I'm going to go over some drills that you guys will need to know, and this is from base level all the way through your black belt. You're going to use these different drills. So let's just get kind of started on some different drills today. First drill is your shrimp drill, which is pretty basic understanding. Everything jiu-jitsu that we do really kind of contradicts the natural thing to do. For instance, from birth, if I fall down, for instance, when I get up, I usually get to my knees and I stand up this way, correct? So jiu-jitsu, we tend to, instead of going on our knees, we tend to sit on our butt and get up going backwards, right? These are just a little example given there, but everything we do in jiu-jitsu kind of goes against the natural way to do things, and that's what makes jiu-jitsu so phenomenal. So on my back here, so I'm simply on my back, my feet are going to be in just like this. So I want you to take and keep your hands in what we call the prayer position. So my elbows are in and my hands are almost like I'm praying here, right? Just like so, or at least close, right here. So I'm going to take and I'm going to elongate my left leg, right? So as I do, I'm going to kick my trunk out the other way. And I'm going to push myself back as I reach down for my toes. I'm going to pull myself back in. Same thing is going to happen. Right leg out. I'm simply going to kick my trunk out this way and reach down for my toes, bring it back in. Again. And you can do as many as you want. And that's called the shrimp drill or the hip escape drill. So, good. So now, right here, simple back roll. Back up a little bit. Good. Simple back roll. I'm going to kind of get this angle here. Arm out, right here. I don't want to roll straight back to my neck. Really going to hurt my neck, especially if you're a big guy like myself, okay? Hand out, head on the shoulder, and I'm going to roll to this shoulder and over. So let's look at it again. So as I go here, I'm going to get a different angle. Here, my head goes the other way as I roll to this shoulder. Good. So, I'll do it again one more time. Again, don't roll over your neck. Don't roll straight back, right? Now, I'm going to go to my shoulder. Head goes to the opposite side. I'm going to roll to my shoulder. So notice how I roll almost to my hip, but not quite. Good. So, learning how to pop my drills, right? A lot of times you get here, and we get this swing thing going, where I pop, and I pop, and this is a really good warm-up for you guys. It's a really good warm-up, right? So, once you get to where you can do that, what I want to do is get you to understand that you need core muscles, right? So we're going to get to our core muscles. I want to be able to pop from right here instead of all this rocking stuff, right? We'll get to where I could just simply pop my feet up from here. Straight up, twist. Yeah. You're going to start feeling those core muscles get really strong. This takes extremely strong core muscles to keep that going, right? So that's several things we can warm up with. The next one right here is simply going from my, I want you to start from your knees. I hope you can see this. We'll go forward a little bit first. So, starting from my knees, right here, I'm going to put my left hand down, right? And I don't want to put it too far away from my body. Almost close to this knee, but I want to leave an opening here, right? Between here and here, okay? As I do, I'm going to imagine this being a cave, and I'm going to look through the cave. As I look through the cave, I'm going to put this shoulder, not my head, but I'm going to put this shoulder on the ground, right? So I do, I'm going to look through the cave, and I'm going to lift this leg as I do it. Okay, so I'm going to lift this leg as I do it, and I'm going to put my shoulder on the ground. I'm going to give myself a little push over, and come straight over. A little push. Okay, so do it one more time. Sometimes too, you can have this foot up, right here, this hand down, and I'm going to look through that cave again, right? Some people say, well, can I do it with the foot up? Sure, absolutely. Again, I don't want my foot way out here because I'm trying to roll this way, and now I can't roll because my foot's in the way. So I'm going to bring this foot back. Notice my heel's up. I'm on my toes, right? So again, I'm going to look through the cave, roll to my shoulder. Boom. Absolutely. Good. Good. Make sure you try that. Make sure you're trying that with both sides too. One side up, one side down. Good. So right here, shoulder to shoulder roll. It's really funny because I get so many people that have trouble doing this one. Okay, so remember on this one, I'm coming to my shoulder and back to my other shoulder. It looks like this. And then I'll simply go, once you get dizzy, once you get dizzy, you're going to go back the other way. So I simply got to roll to my shoulder and back up. Shoulder, back up, just like so. What happens, a common mistake here, is people try to go straight back and then go to their shoulder. Once you go straight back, you're on your back. We want to get you guys used to getting on your side, right? Not on your back, right? So shoulder to shoulder roll has a lot of purposes in training. For instance, if someone's starting to come around this way, walking around me, trying to get to my side, I simply go the opposite shoulder and I roll back into my partner, into my opponent. So again, he's walking, roll, and then back up. He goes the other way, I simply, again, roll, back up, and back up. Excellent, just like so. Now, butt scoots, okay? My left hand is down, my right leg is up, and I'm simply gonna pull myself forward, then I'm gonna simply switch my feet and switch my hands. Going back, scoot back, switch my hip. Hand is always up in case I have to defend myself. Scoot back, scoot back, scoot back, scoot forward, scoot forward. Hand is always up in case my opponent tries to attack me. Can always block, go back to my back, okay? So, next drill, right here, is the get up drill. So, remember we started talking, if I fall down, the natural thing is for me to go forward to get up. Problem is, look how close I am to my opponent now. So, let's start from scratch. Let's just start with my left side. My left foot is in. I don't want to cross my feet. Can we see that? I don't want to cross my feet. I want to keep this one outside of this one, right? Because I may have to kick with this one, right? If this foot's in the way, I can't kick with this one. So I'm not going to kick with the top leg. I'm going to kick with the bottom leg. Now watch. This, both hands aren't back. You're not at the beach and you're not relaxing. So my hand is up here, right? My other hand is not directly behind me, but it's on the side of me. Can we see that? Look at that. It's on the side of me. It's not directly behind me. So now I want you to simply lift your hip and put it down. Keep this hand up. I might have to block myself. Ready? Lift your hip. Set it down. Now I'm going to lift my hip and I'm going to turn my chest and my knee down to the ground. Look. Right? lift my hip, turn it down. Lift my hip, turn it down. Now, I'm gonna lift my hip. I'm gonna do the full thing now. I'm gonna lift my hip, chest looks down, knee looks down, and I'm gonna step around my platform arm. So, lift your hip, down, step back, and base. One more time. Don't cross your feet. Foot outside, elbow on the knee. Might have to defend yourself, right? Again, my hand is outside. It's not directly behind me, because if my opponent jumps on me, I may land on my own arm, so I don't want to do that. My hand is outside a little bit. So I'm gonna lift my hip, turn my chest down, step around, look. Step around my arm, stand and base. You can always make a switch here. Outstanding, last one. Basic sprawl. Basic sprawl. There's thousands of ways to sprawl, just a basic sprawl, right? For my ready stance, look at my feet. I'm gonna step out about shoulder width apart. I'm gonna angle my foot out, and I'm gonna step back about shoulder width apart. I don't wanna be wide stanced here, about shoulder width apart. So we'll look at it one more time. Open your foot, turn your foot out, step back about shoulder width apart, bend your knees a little bit, in the base, elbows in. Now, basic sprawl, we'll back up a little bit. Basic sprawl. I'm gonna change levels, which means I'm gonna get short by bending my knees, not my back. My hands go to the ground. I'm gonna kick my feet back, drop my hips. Now watch, head up, spring back up. Again, change levels. Hands down, feet back, drop your hips, spring. Again, change levels. Hands down, drop your hips, spring. Outstanding. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you got something out of this. Bankens Martial Arts Academy.